Everybody, I inspired to make this little video here. And I'm just going to tell you a little story first. I was at an emergency first aid training today, and this woman was telling me a story about her father having a heart attack. And luckily he was saved by somebody who knew first aid in the area. But when he had it, they happened to be right beside a medical clinic, which was awesome, right? So somebody ran over there to get help, and guess what? Nobody from that medical clinic, all the doctors in there, none of them came out because they were legally liable for anything that happened. If they stepped outside the building, then all their insurance wouldn't cover them. And that is insane. That is fucked. I gotta say, that is fucked, man. Imagine if we aren't helping somebody for legal reasons. It just blows my mind to imagine that the people who are responsible for our health aren't able to help us because of that type of thing. And it just goes to show you that the system isn't working right now. We're trying to make all these changes, but the system isn't working. The system itself is a bit sick. The system doesn't have to be gone. The system doesn't need to change completely, but some big changes have to happen. Another example, in Cape Breton, where I'm from, somebody with a mental health problem. Imagine the stigma you feel as this is becoming more acceptable in our society, but imagine finally mustering up the courage, admitting that you need help, and then going to the hospital or to the doctor or whatever, saying, I have this thing, I think I need some help. I need some, mental help. And the doctor says, well, you're probably going to have to wait 325 days before you can actually see somebody who can help you with that. That is insane. That is a sickness. That is the sickness. That is the reason why we have mental health problems, because we're not doing the right things to be taking care of this. And a lot of this stuff is preventable, you know what I mean? And it comes down to us, to doing the work together, by being there for each other, by creating supportive communities. And it starts by creating a supportive community in your home, with your family. And a lot of corruption, a lot of crazy things are happening in the world right now, but it's not new. It's not like, oh my god, everything's going to shit right now. What's happening is that we're all aware of the shit we've been waiting in for a long time. We just didn't know. We were just, it's like some people who really smell, they don't notice it because they're used to it. We were used to it, but now we're not liking it anymore, and we're all standing up. And it's not just, okay, I don't know the left or the right, I don't know which one is which, and it's not just the hippy-dippy people who are like all talking about love. That's a huge thing. But it's everybody's sick and tired. It's the working class. It's the people who are conservative, who are working and trying to provide for the family. We're all sick and tired. It's really hard. And I'm not saying we should stop working, but what I'm saying is we have to consider humans. We have to consider humans, not just the political ideals and all these ideas of capitalism and consumerism, over-consuming and all this stuff. We have to come back to ourselves and what really truly matters to all of us. And it does come back to what's in the heart. Everybody on each side, I don't care if you're on the left or the right, or if you're an American or a Canadian or an ISIS terrorist, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? All these people want, truly, is to be happy. All these people want is to be able to raise their family in safety, to believe in what feels right to them. And nobody in this world right now should be fucking with that shit. Anybody in this world who is fucking with people being happy and being able to raise a family and to feel safe has to go. That shit has to stop. And it starts with us. It really, really, really does. It starts with me, and it starts with you, and it starts with us really questioning who we are as individuals. What do we believe in? What do we really feel? What really makes us happy? How are we living our lives right now? What are we hiding from? And that's the hardest thing. What are we hiding from? What are we hiding from ourselves? What pain do we got buried away in there? It doesn't have to be this hard, guys. It does not have to be this hard. And it just comes by being there for each other. And it's that simple. It really is. And the change is happening because we are all waking up to this. And it's not just these hippy-dippy people. And we don't have to be super incredibly spiritual to make this shift. That'll be a part of it, but it doesn't have to be the whole thing. And so we have to treat everybody, no matter what side you're on, as humans, because that's all we are. And at the end of the day, that's all we want. And that's the only way that we're ever going to make the change that needs to happen. Because when we stay divided, then we are weak. And it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. but when we stand together, we're strong. Imagine this. Imagine if an alien invasion came to Earth. We would never hesitate, not anybody on this planet, no matter what they believe, put everything aside because we need to defend Earth from this invasion. That's essentially what's happening right now. We need to defend Earth right now, and it comes from us sticking together because Earth is sick. The system we're living in is sick. We, as humans, are sick, and we need to fix this. And it seems drastic, it seems like a big deal, but the fact that it's all coming up right now means we actually have a chance to do something with it. Because you can't do something that you don't know anything about. So now that this is being exposed, it's our time to act. And for the first time ever, honestly, a lot of people out there feel like the world is about to end, it's about to collapse and go to shit. Maybe some things will, and some things will. It's going to be hard for sure. But for me, I honestly feel it's the first time that we actually have a chance to unite together. Because we are all tired, we're all hurting, and we all had enough. And we got to do this together. And as we, the people, come together, as we, the people, change, the systems above us have to change to match us. And if those systems aren't willing to change, then we have to be willing to create our own. And as we do this, as we continue to show each other a new way to live, and are compassionate for each person on each side, we will show that we can make this change, that we can make this shift to peace. And I'm very happy and excited about that. And I look forward to working together with all of you.